Hey guys, welcome back. So this is the project that I mentioned in the last video. So it's a surprise and it's really cool. I actually do plan to restore this car, but here it is, guys. As you guys can see, it is a first generation 4Runner. So what I plan to do is restore it because it's not in the best shape in the world, as you guys see here. Yeah, so that's gonna be my plan to restore this car, and I do want to take you guys along the journey for that, so stay tuned. So quick backstory on this car. My friend gave me this car for my birthday. He honestly doesn't have a lot of time to work on it, so he gave it to me. He knows I like to tinker with cars, and he knows that I definitely love these old generation 4Runners. This little engine lasts forever, and I really want to show you guys behind the scenes and everything I do to restore this car. Wow, you have no idea how incredibly lucky I am. Again, it's not in the best shape in the world. I'm missing seats, they're missing like bezels, and a cracked dash, as you guys can see here, but that's pretty common. Yeah, this is gonna need a lot of work and love, but it's definitely all doable with time and money. And I want to show you guys what I do, or what I've done to make my car, my second generation car, run a little bit better. So we're gonna take care of all of this. We're gonna take it to a machine shop and everything, and yeah, here it is, guys. Here's the project. Alright, so I connected to the first cylinder. Let's go ahead and check out that compression. Alright, let's check this out. Let's go ahead and put the key. I'm gonna go ahead and try to turn it on. This has a clutch start cancel, which is pretty cool, so I don't gotta put my foot on the clutch pedal. Alright, let's shut it off. And then let's go ahead and see the compression of the cylinder. Alright, let's check it out. Alright, so that is at 125. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me just go ahead and zoom in real quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and check the other cylinders. Alright guys, so on cylinder number 2 we got around 110 psi. Let's go check the others. And here's cylinder number 3 at 120, and there's cylinder number 4. Alright guys, so I went ahead and wrote down all my compression tests from cylinder 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as you guys can see, yeah, this engine was definitely not well taken care of. The worst one that I pulled out was cylinder number 4, which is a little bit more oily, but it's actually still pretty good within good compression. I believe you have to have within 30% of each cylinder. So I think we are good to go on rebuilding this engine. Alright guys, so I went ahead and threw back the spark plugs in each cylinder. Why did I take this motor out? I don't want anything to go with inside it, like any water or moisture or anything like that. So I just covered it for the moment with the spark plugs. And now it's completely just tearing apart the engine slowly. So what I like to do, like for example, this connector was for the airbox. So what I like to do is grab a piece of tape and I just label it with the marker. I just label it with saying it's an airbox, so I know that this connector is for the airbox. And as you know, these older engines have a lot of vacuum, a lot of connectors, so it's best to be very detailed about how you take this out. And a lot of vacuums, you can go ahead and just put them in a baggie and just record. I like to take pictures as well. And let's go ahead and start tearing it apart. So this is what I mean by just disconnecting the connector and just remembering where this goes. So it goes to the airbox. This little connector goes to the distributor right here, and then this connector goes to the ignition coil right over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start disconnecting some vacuums, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take pictures to remember where all of this goes. Alright, so next up is removing these vacuum lines. This left one connects right over here to the throttle body, and the second one also connects over here to the intake plenum. So next up, I'm going to connect this hose that's going towards the PCV to the plenum. So you want to be very, very careful where you actually put these hoses and where you disconnect them. But it's going to be across from this cold start injector, so it should be right here. And then this hose is going to be right here, right under the first vacuum of power steering. Next up for me, I'm going to disconnect these three hoses. This first one is a very long one that reaches all the way over here to the canister. So this middle one right here, this one connects to this first little small air passage. And this last one over here also connects to the first one. Alright. So next up, I'm going to be removing this hose, which connects all the way to the vacuum, to the booster. What I want to do is make all the room here. I'm trying to make a video and try to know where everything goes, because I know not all 22REs are all the same. I've seen a lot of them with like different kind of with these kind of valves on top right here, so you always want to be careful. You always want to take pictures of where you're disconnecting everything. Like for example, I have this little connector, this one doesn't connect to anything. Same thing here, this little connector doesn't connect to anything on my motor. I believe this should be for like the AC compressor, but and this vacuum right here, I'm not completely sure where it goes, because again, this is how I got it, so we'll figure that out and later on. So next step, I'm going to disconnect here the throttle body. As you can see, I already started. So you just unjam these nuts right here. You take it off from here, and then you slowly untangle it, push it forward and back, and there you go. And then I'm going to move this just out of all the way over here. But again, I'm documenting everything just so I know where everything goes back. Alright. And this also came with a little clip. Alright. So next up, I saw these little passages. You have 4 of them. So the first one that I'm going to disconnect, the first top one connects here on the right side of this. And the second one connects to the left side. So let's go ahead and disconnect those. Take these off right here from here. These are all going to get replaced either way, so I'm not really too worried if they get broken or brittle. Alright, so next up, this third one on the vacuum passage connects to the back of this. So let's go ahead and disconnect that one as well. Alright. And so this is really held on by a 10mm down here, and has one more vacuum hose that connects over there. But we'll get to that when I remove the 10mm. Alright, so I misspoke. This is actually a 12mm. Well, this last vacuum is going to go ahead and connect right over here towards the end of that little pipe over there. So let's go ahead and disconnect that from there. As you guys can see, we actually removed a lot of vacuums, a lot of connectors. In my next video, I'm going to keep updating you guys on where I remove all of these vacuum hoses and what switches. My camera battery is actually dying right now, so I'll keep you guys updated on the next video. Please tune in to the next video so you guys can see this whole progress. Before I end the video, I want to show you guys why it's important to keep organized. So for example, the throttle body hoses, I took off 3, and so I labeled 3 on there. Also, there's the vacuum that we took off. And then here's the PCV hoses and how many hoses there are. Same thing with the power steering hoses. So I labeled everything and how many hoses I took off in that area. And this is why it's very important. So when you put it all back together, you know how many and you know where they go. Alright, see you guys in the next video.